Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, I need to remind you guys to get very, 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 very excited, because there is very big news coming this weekend. I try not to work on the weekends, I'll be honest with you. Weekends, I generally don't do any work. I do the whole dad thing. Play some video games, read some One Piece. It's a lovely time. This weekend, however, I'm not doing too much work, but I'm doing a couple hours on Saturday and a couple hours on Sunday because we have got the live stream this weekend for the Japan Championships. Why is that important? Because there is absolutely no way whatsoever Pokemon are going to have a live stream for the Japan Championships and not reveal big news. They always, and I mean always, reveal big news at the Japan Championships. And what's being revealed this year? The Mega Sets. Can I tell you for absolute 100% guaranteed certainty that they are revealing the Mega Sets at Japan Championships this weekend? No, but they are. I'm telling you they are. I'm telling you I can't actually say for absolute certainty because technically they haven't told us, but I'm also telling you it's definitely happening. When Japan have big live streams, they have big news. They save their set reveals for live streams at events where they can. It's not always possible, but they do where they can. We have Japan Championships coming up this coming weekend, and we have a mega set which is frankly needing to be revealed in the very near future. Add that all together, and I feel extremely, and I mean extremely confident that this weekend we are going to have the reveal of the mega sets. And you know, check back through this channel over the past year or so. I've done videos like this saying, hey, there's a Japanese stream coming up, there's going to be a reveal, here's what's going to be revealed. And I don't believe I've missed yet. Let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong, and I have in fact missed, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't. Remember the last time Japan had a big stream? I do. It was back on the 3rd of May. And they revealed the black and white set, White Flare and Black Bolt, and they revealed a bunch of other stuff as well. But for our purposes today, that's what happened. So they're gonna do the reveal. They always do the reveal. And I, for one, am very, very excited about it. Because again, this mega set's gonna be a big deal. And we have already seen a couple of cards from the set. It's gonna be a double set. We know that we are getting a Mega Gardevoir, and we know that we are getting a Mega Lucario. They were revealed some time ago. We've actually got English versions of those cards that have gone and been revealed. So that's going to give us a little bit of a leg up, shall we say. But there's going to be a bunch more that is revealed. Before we get more into that, a couple other things you should know. If you happen to be in Tokyo this weekend, and you're anywhere near Shibuya, there is the Pokemon Card Lounge, and I cannot stress this enough. Anyone who gets a chance to go to the Pokemon Card Lounge should 100% go to the Pokemon Card Lounge. It is a great place to play Pokemon cards, buy merch. I actually bought boxes of 151 when they were literally sold out everywhere. It was awesome, but they're also doing like a watch party at the Pokemon Card Lounge in Shibuya. And then there's also some promos that have been revealed as well, like this Tatsugiri with the stamp and the lovely energy. We're not really talking about them too much, but I figured we might as well mention them while we're here. Now, the thing is, I tend to track this stuff pretty clearly. And because of that, I can already tell you what the double sets are going to be called. 2 sets, I can tell you their names. And I'm pretty sure I can also tell you when they're actually being released. What we're going to be getting are Mega Brave, which is clearly going to be the Lucario set, and Mega Symphonia, which is clearly going to be the Gardevoir set, and they are releasing on August the 1st. Now, Timing-wise, this also lines up pretty perfectly. That is 6 weeks before the release of the set it's going to be revealed, and 5 weeks before the full set gets put on the website. Remember, there's a thing whereby the full set gets put on the website, not including secret rares, 1 week before the official release. So with the set releasing on the 1st of August, it's actually going to be the 25th of July, which is going to be the day the set actually goes up on the website. And that is 5 weeks after this coming weekend. So it's not just the fact that there's a live stream, although it kind of is. It is also the fact that we got 5 weeks. Like, it needs to be revealed. What Pokemon used to do is they would drop the reveal on the usual Friday news dump on the website. I would not expect that to happen this weekend. I would expect there to be very little news on the Friday, but then on the Saturday and the Sunday, they're like, hey, have you seen this giant new set? So we'll get to see the booster pack artwork, we'll get to see some of the main cards in the set, we'll get the confirmation of the release date. But like I've said, we've seen the trademarks over in Japan for Mega Symphonia and Mega Brave. I feel extremely confident that they are going to be what we get as the sets. We've seen the listings over in Japan showing that it's going to be released on the 1st of August. And again, I don't see any reason why that would be any different. Hang on a second, Wassy. Why would they not save this kind of reveal for Worlds? Well, the Japanese release happens before Worlds. The English release will happen after Worlds, but the Japanese release is happening before Worlds, so no, they can't save it here. They don't really tend to do that. Worlds, they're going to go and show us something new. Now, I don't know exactly what they're going to show us, but they're going to show us something brand new. As a reminder, last year, they went and dropped the Trainers Pokemon. That was the reveal at Worlds last year. So imagine that it's going to be something along those lines this year. Again, I cannot tell you one way or the other what's going to be revealed at Worlds. And actually, Worlds does tend to be a bit more of a surprise. Like, don't think I'm not going to try. I'm going to try and give you my prediction. But the reality is, Worlds tends to be something which hasn't even really been hinted at that much. Although, to be fair, we did know Trainers Pokemon were coming back, so that was something we did call in advance. When we get to the Champions League stream reveals and the Japan Nationals reveals, by that point, like I say, we're like 6 weeks away from the set releasing. So we've seen trademarks, we've seen listings on Japanese websites, and, I mean, especially this time where we've literally had the reveal of 2 of the main cards in the set. You know, really the big highlight card from each of this sets in a double set here. That kind of tells you exactly what's coming. If you're paying as much attention as I am, we kind of know what the reveal is going to be. There's another thing that the reveal is not going to be. Spoilers for Legend ZA. There's not going to be anything in here which spoils ZA. Now, remember, that game's not coming out until October, which means anything which we get in this set is essentially going to be a safe reveal. So, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Lucario, those are Pokemon that came around as Mega's first time round. Pokemon wanted to show us something, so they went and showed us these 2 very popular Pokemon, and we went, oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Why would they not show this? That makes perfect sense. They're not going to show us a new Mega Pokemon in this reveal at the weekend. That is not what Pokemon tends to do. They don't show off Pokemon, and I know you can find examples where it has happened. But they do not, especially in the modern era where they are very tight on information and when it gets revealed. They are not going to show us anything from Legend ZA, any unrevealed Pokemon, any new Megas or new Mega Forms or anything like that. I feel pretty confident there will be some in Legend ZA. Remember, there were new Pokemon in Legends Arceus. And when we got those new Pokemon in Legends Arceus, we then went and got card versions of them. The important thing is, however, that we didn't get those Pokemon cards until they were very much out in the open and revealed. And that's kind of the point. So expect confirmation of the name, expect confirmation of the release date, expect to get some new Mega Pokemon revealed and probably some non-Mega Pokemon as well, because again, that's how Pokemon tends to roll. Expect some peripheral products to be revealed. So, for instance, for Black Bolt and White Flare, when we had the reveal over in Japan, they also went and said, oh, by the way, we're also getting this Victini file set. That's coming out at the same time as well. So expect some kind of other products along those lines. But the most important thing is, I am making time for this on Saturday and Sunday. I am going to be waiting for the reveal, and then I'm going to be making videos showing you everything you need to know, digging in and giving you all the information. So just make sure you're checking this channel, make sure you're subscribed, and I'm going to share with you everything you need to know. For now, I want your predictions, I want your hopes, I want your dreams, I want anything else you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Kanto Royalty, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.